Good morning, children. Today we are going to study about how fertilization takes place. You have studied about spermatogenesis, how sperms were formed, then oogenesis, how ovum was formed, and now we are going to study how they fuse and change into zygote and how a new embryo is going to be formed. So today we are going to study about ovulation, fertilization, cleavage and implantation. Now children, if you remember, women goes through the menstrual cycle each month and releases the secondary oocyte, which is known as ovulation. The process is known as ovulation. Now this oocyte is covered by a thick layer of zona pellucida membrane and corona radiata. Now when this oocyte is released from the ovary, it will enter the fallopian tube and it will reach to the ampulla stomach junction. This is the diagram of the uterus. This is the epiphany part. This is your infundibulum. This is the ampulla part of the fallopian tube and this is the isthmus. So the fertilization mostly takes place at the junction of ampulla and stomach junction. Now the ovum will move to this side, and if the sperms also are released at the same time, they will enter through vagina and will try to move towards the fallopian tube. In one coitus, about 200 to 300 million sperms are released. Now when they go, they move and they try to enter the ovum. One of the sperm is able to penetrate the zona pellucida by the enzymes which are present in the acrosome, and they are known as sperm ligands. These enzymes help to dissolve the zona pellucida and the nucleus of the sperm can enter the cytoplasm of the ovum. But this zona pellucida layer of the ovum at that time brings changes and blocks the entry of other sperms. Only one sperm can enter. This is one of the very important point of this topic, that only one sperm can enter because zona pellucida will bring some chemical changes and prevent the entry of other sperms. Now the entry of the sperms also brings changes in the secondary oocyte. This, if you know, this was secondary oocyte. Now further meiotic II division will proceed and it will change into ovum and polar body. Now the nucleus of the ovum and the sperm will fuse and change into zygote. And this is known as fertilization, formation of zygote. So ovulation on the 14th day of after the menstrual cycle and fertilization. Now how embryonic development takes place. After that, what will happen? About 30 hours after the fertilization, the zygote divides into two by the process of mitosis. And these are known as blastomeres. This is the first cleavage. Then after 40 hours, again one more cell division will take place and 4 cells will be formed. Then after the third day, again one more cell division will take place and about 8 to 16 cells will be formed. Then this ball of cell of the embryo is known as morula. As the cell division is taking place, the zygote or the embryo from here also moves towards the uterus. At the end of the 4th day, the embryo reaches the uterus. It is mostly this morula stage. Again, the next cell division will take place and about 64 cells will be formed, and this is known as blastula. Now this blastula will have an inner cell mass and an outer covering known as trophoblast, and this is known as blastocyst. This trophoblast implants to the endometrium of the uterus and helps in providing nourishment from the mother to the developing embryo. And this is the red one is inner cell mass. Inner cell mass helps in formation of the young embryo. So the outer covering is known as trophoblast, which implants to the uterus or the endometrium of the uterus, and the inner cell mass, which is the future embryo, which helps to give rise to the future embryo. After attachment, the uterine cells divide rapidly and cover the whole blastocyst. And the whole blastocyst gets embedded in the uterine cavity, and this is known as implantation. So these are the different topics of today: ovulation, fertilization, cleavage and implantation. What is ovulation? When the ovary releases the secondary oocyte after the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, this is known as ovulation. Then this ovum or secondary oocyte will move towards the fallopian tube and will fuse with the sperm. And mostly this fertilization occurs in the ampulla stomach junction. After the fusion, fertilization will be completed, and then the mitosis will take place for formation of the future embryo. And so the division is known as cleavage. So first the zygote will divide into two cells, 2 to 4, 4 to 8, and these cells are known as blastomeres, and ultimately a ball of cells will be formed that is known as morula. This morula will change into again the 64 cell stage known as blastula. In the blastula, the cells get arranged in the periphery, which is known as trophoblast, and some are present in the inner side, that is known as inner cell mass. At the same time, when the cell division is taking place or cleavage is taking place, this embryo moves towards the uterus of the female, and till the 7th day it gets implanted in the endometrium of the uterus. Now this trophoblast helps in implantation, and the inner cell mass helps in formation of embryo. And afterwards, when it is implanted, the whole endometrium cell wall covers the whole blastocyst. So this is known as implantation. So these are the different processes which you are going to study today. Thank you.